Welcome to the Pageantry PodCast.
And today's very special Pageantry Podcast guest, calling in from Minnesota, Miss American Coed, Minnesota, Jasmine Toliver. Jasmine, good morning.
Good morning, Carl.
Well, it's kind of bright and early for you, a little later in the morning for me down here in Florida. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I am doing awesome. Thank you very much. And today's a little bit different podcast. You're the first that has ever won a podcast with me in Pageantry Magazine through a silent auction at a pageant. It's very unique. It's the first time I've been able to do this. What made you decide saying, I want to win this thing. I want to speak to Carl. I want to be on a podcast.
Well, at the gala at Miss American Coed, there's like little bags and you could just go around and put your ticket in. And I seen the one for the magazine and I thought this would be a great way to challenge myself and push myself out of my comfort zone.
It is going to be a little bit different than interview one-on-one, as I was one of the judges up there. And when we met on the red carpet, when you mentioned it to me, I was like, this is so exciting. This is new for me as well. Out of the hundreds I've done, this is the first one that I knew beforehand who I was going to interview after the pageant. How long have you been competing in pageantry?
I've been competing most of my life. I started as a baby and took some time off as a teen and revisit pageantry when I turned 18.
And when you took the time off and you revisited it, what was it during your revisit that you said, you know, I really miss this. I want to get back into it. What drew you back in?
So I had got a letter from Miss American Coed and I told my mom and I was like, I want to do this again because as a kid, I had a lot of fun doing pageantry. And as a teen, I was like, pageantry can help me with my interviewing skills and really help me overstep my like shyness and build confidence in myself.
And that is one of the things our industry does, unlike any other, is prepare you for life, whether it's, interview getting into school, interview for a job, whatever it may be, that you're used to speaking to authority figures. And whether or not I may agree or someone else may agree with your answer, you at least can back it up and speak succinctly and professionally, correct?
Correct.
So you're back in the pageantry world. What type of competition is your favorite and why?
I really like the onstage competitions. I love runway. I love evening gown. And normally I wouldn't say interview has been my favorite, but this past nationals, I was like, I like interview. I'm excited to do interview. And yeah, so I will say interview is my new one, my new favorite.
Oh, you're just saying that to make me feel better this morning. I know that. And I do remember, just like at the event, I always try to give the experience, to put you at ease. I know it's nerve-wracking. How do you prepare for interview?
So I do mock interviews with my pageant coaches. And we just do those over and over to get myself comfortable with talking to different people. So I have different coaches every week.
In general, what do you like most about competing?
I love the sisterhood of pageantry. I love being able to make new friends and have friends that I can carry on with for a lifetime. There is this one girl that I had met at the Miss Minnesota MAC pageant. She was Miss Minnesota and I was Miss North Star State. And the last time we competed together was in 2016 and we're still friends. I was in her wedding. I was able to attend her baby shower. So I just love that pageantry gives you sisters that are for a lifetime.
And you talked about learning interview skills and whatnot. What have you learned most about yourself while competing in pageantry?
I've learned that I am determined and that I'm dedicated. If I want something, I'm going to go after it and I'm going to put my best foot forward. Coming back to pageantry over and over after losing, I haven't let that affect me negatively. It actually lights a fire under my butt. Just each year, I'm like, I'm going to come back stronger. I'm going to do great.
So whether or not you get the crown, you learn something each and every event.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about your platform, joining hands with our warrior friends.
Yes.
What is it about? What got you involved?
So joining hands with our warrior friends is my platform based off of sickle cell awareness. I myself have sickle cell disease, and it's something that affects like my family. My little cousin also has it. So with that platform, I'm able to educate people about sickle cell and show like how to be a friend to someone suffering from a chronic illness.
What would you tell other people, whether young or old, but mostly young people like yourself, who may be afflicted with this disease? What would you tell them?
Don't let fear hold you back. A lot of times for myself, I would like hold back from activities because I wasn't sure if I would have a flare up with my sickle cell crisis. But now I just go out and do whatever I'm passionate about, regardless of what could happen. I make sure that I keep myself safe and that I am doing what I need to do, like staying hydrated, so I don't have pain crises.
And again, I wish you the best. I know many people live with, invisible diseases, and you are one of them. So I commend you on bringing this to the forefront to all of us here within the industry. And speaking of the industries, there's a big crossover between pageantry and modeling. I call it the Glamour Lifestyle Industry. Do you take advantage of both sides, pageantry and modeling?
So actually, Victoria Henley came to me after the pageant and asked me, like, have I had any model experience? And told me that I'll be great for a runway because I'm 5'9", so I'm pretty tall. But she basically just offered me to work with her, and she's gave me some job offers so far. I'm excited. I'm doing a showcase for her in December, and then I'm also doing New York Fashion Week in February.
You're pursuing a career as an essential worker, specifically through nursing. How did you decide on this career path?
So it all goes back to sickle cell. My team that I had as a child, they were really supportive, and they're really open and like hearing my decisions, and they'll like just help me get through sickle cell. And that's just something I want to be able to do for other sickle cell patients. I want to give back and be that support system for my patients.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, when we talked a little previously, you said you've been in nursing for now 3 years.
I have.
What is your end goal? What do you want to bring from pageantry into nursing, or vice versa, nursing into pageantry?
From nursing to pageantry, I would say like just being quick on your feet. I think with pageantry, you have to be quick, like with answering questions in interview. In nursing, there's a lot of decisions that you have to make.
Right. Yes. Sometimes, decisions have to be made that, are very difficult. And I do have a lot of medical personnel, doctors, surgeons. My cousin works for the CDC. And especially with this last year and a half, it has been a challenge for many of you. So I do congratulate you, for your service to those in need in Minnesota. So congratulations once again on that.
Thank you.
Pageantry, nursing, school, a lot going on. What do you like to do in your free time?
I love to dance. I revisited dance. Back in the spring, I grew up with a dance background and also went to performing arts high school for dancing. I used to do over 30 hours of dance.
And you're also a big fitness buff as well, yes?
Yes. So my dance studio, the owner of the dance studio was the captain of the Timberwolves dancers. And a few of my instructors at the dance studio, they teach dance and fitness at the studio. And they're also like Timberwolves dancers, of course.
How many times you have a busy schedule. How often do you get to enjoy this?
So I work out 3 times a week at the studio. And we do like a circuit style training. And then I am also taking like probably 3 to 4 dance classes as well. So I'm like a nursing assistant, a student by day, and then dancer by night.
Tell us something about yourself that nobody knows.
Oh, so I actually love doing hair. I did my hair for the pageant, and I actually did my hair right now too.
So you actually did your own hair and makeup at the pageant?
Well, at the pageant, I had someone do my makeup and do my hair, but like I had like a sew-in. So I actually had to like braid my hair up and like sew my hair down. I did that for the pageant.
Well, excellent. Congratulations. I like to hear that. You have a lot of friends that look at you, and we may have talked about this in the interview. Oh, there's Jasmine going to another pageant. She's not satisfied with just nursing. She has all this going on, dancing with the, Timberwolves in their classes, etc. What do you tell those people who may not always agree with your decision to compete? What do you tell them about bringing them into the industry?
Well, so people think of pageant like people as tellers and tiaras based off what they've seen on TV. So I always tell them like pageantry is not like that. Sometimes pageantry is focused on natural beauty, community service, and building daily life skills.
And have you had friends of yours from outside the industry say, Jasmine's doing wonderful. Look what it does for her. I'm going to enter a pageant. Do you have any friends like that yet?
I have family as well. I have a little cousin that wants to do pageantry. So I'm looking for a pageant for her to compete in. She doesn't want to do it by herself. She wants me to do it with her. But I'm 25 and she's like 15. It's like, there's not a lot of systems. Like I aged out.
There's always systems with a lot of age groups. And you are no stranger to pageantry. I know you've competed in several different systems. So obviously you feel that's done something for you. You've learned something from it, and now you enjoy sharing it with others. What would you like to tell all those out here in the glamour lifestyle industry about Jasmine? What do you have to say to them?
It's not too much glamour about me. I live in Coed, Minnesota, so a lot of times I'll be in like joggers. This is the most glam you'll see. I'm competing in the pageant or doing modeling.
Well, again, I want to congratulate you as the first, the inaugural Pageantry podcast winner from a national event with their fundraising raffle. And I'm so proud that you called in this morning. It's been a pleasure meeting you at the event as well as here this morning. Any final thoughts? Any parting words?
No, thank you. I'm excited to have met you and to do this podcast with you. It was a great opportunity.